Collier and Aurora came together in a Greenpeace production to raise awareness about the global environmental crisis of our oceans. Two artists that I love come together to save the world with their art. I have to take a look. Look, I'm Espé, singer, songwriter, music producer. I react to music, I make music, and today I'm taking you with me on a glacier to watch Jacob Collier and Aurora sing a mashup of A Rock Somewhere and The Sea. But first, let's take a short look at the cause. In this project, Jacob Collier and Aurora traveled to Sveabreen Glacier to perform and to join Greenpeace in their call for a global ban on deep-sea mining for governments to protect at least 30% of the world's oceans by 2030. The deep sea is a treasure trove of biodiversity and a crucial ally in fighting against climate change. Mining and fishing on international waters, parts of the ocean that are not under any nation's sovereignty, amounts to plastic, oil, and noise pollution. This area, the high seas, cover almost 64% of our planet's oceans and are home to a vast array of marine life. Scientists say that it's now or never. We have a unique opportunity in time to prevent this environmental crisis. By urging the government to take a firm stance against deep-sea mining, we can safeguard the health of our oceans by creating deep-sea sanctuaries. Join Greenpeace and these two wonderful artists by signing the petition that urges governments to sign and ratify the new Global Ocean Treaty. Now, let's get listening. Let me just tell you, I have a huge admiration for the tech guys who set up this stage in the middle of the ocean next to a glacier. And I love that they took the time and effort to include the atmosphere and the voice of the glacier and the water to include it in the recording. I don't know if this beginning part was the part of the Rock Somewhere, the actual song, but I feel like it was much more of a reflection of what he sees. This was just him taking in that he's next to a glacier, this huge, beautiful monument of nature, and the reverb on the piano. I don't know how they did it. Maybe it's post-work, but the reverb on the piano is just right. Oh my god. I love that playfulness.
I'm on a rock somewhere. It's the only one I know, and I know it well. Somehow I know you're there. and I'm waiting on the world.
I love how he plays with the tempo before he started to sing. His music always has a kind of playfulness and a contemplative approach. At least his last couple of songs that he released and had a music video and all of that jazz. Little Blue, for example, had this soothing contemplative tone, which is particularly fitting to this situation. I was wondering if he could do something stronger and more direct at one point, but probably he's doing this because that's what's fitting to the character of his voice. When you are a singer or you're working with your voice, you always have to think about what other people hear from your voice, because obviously you hear yourself differently. And when you choose the type of music you are working with, you have to take it into account. I also like how he's handling the microphone. There was this one point when he ended a line by taking himself away from a microphone, and you would say that it was something in the moment. It was a in the moment decision, but I don't think so. I think it was quite intentional and professional.
It's the only one I know, and I know it well. Somehow I know you're there,
Yeah, see? That was it.
and I'm waiting on the world. I'm ringing the old church bell. See the people come and go, and they go so well.
These are just so beautiful when you can make sounds shimmer and shine. It's a bit of sparkle here and there. And he's not sticking to a metronome. He's sticking to the emotion. I just love that.
See the people come and go, and they go so well.
And in the same time, he sings a very low note to create a contrast and bring out the shine of the high notes even more.
They're counting the coins back there. It's the only thing they know. And even when I'm wide awake, I know that you've been having other dreams for sure.
How interesting. I was wondering if he could put more force into his voice, and he just did it. It's not a lot, but it is not that velvety approach, like putting his sound on a plate and just gently pushing it over to you. No, it was like a little bit of strength there. I think it is also part of the composition in his head, which is incredibly complex, and that's why he's so amazing at times.
I'm wide awake, I know that you've been having other dreams for sure. If nothing's ever gonna change at all, I'll be waiting on the world, only waiting on the world.
I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world. Ooh, hey oh, hey oh, oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey
I'm sorry, I have to stop this before it erupts, but I will go back. The transition into the other song was just one note. She takes the energy, that energy from Jacob Collier, and she joins in, and then at one point, she turns it into her energy by just starting things on the same note, but bringing in that very distinctive kind of melody she usually does. I mean, if I hear that melody, I like Aurora. It is a stable kind of melody from her. And then when they are joining in, Jacob Collier joining in, and they are singing together, Jacob brings in these beautiful, sparkly little notes, which I think is a perfect reaction to Aurora, who is incredibly good at bringing in the pain that she feels. And I like how she was captured, because as soon as she started to move with her body, we got another take from the far when she's actually dancing. And I think that was perfect capturing of the moment. Good job.
I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world. Ooh, hey oh, hey oh, oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey
That was such a cute moment. I like how they met, not just musically, but like in their head as well. And it was way before this little slide, but yeah, they really came together, and it was such a cute moment. And now the stage is for Aurora completely.
You cannot eat maniono. You cannot eat maniono. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat maniono. You cannot eat maniono.
I wanna rock
You cannot eat maniono.
on a rock
When the last tree has
somewhere.
fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat maniono.
I'll get in the coins.
Oh my god, this dynamic! It's fire! I got so many things on my mind. There was this moment when they both entered the harmony into space by swiftly moving the microphones. And again, microphone use for a singer, it's not just to make your voice loud, it is also can be used to play with dynamics, which is exactly what they are doing here. Their heart is in the same place in this moment, and it's wonderful to witness.
You cannot eat money, oh no.
And you know what? This shot, she's not in focus. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but she's not in focus. It's the glacier, which is in focus. If it was intentional, then wow, ingenious idea, very subtle, but yet so important. And if it was an accident, I applaud the decision to leave it in there, to keep it, because we still get the emotional hit from the line, you cannot eat money. But then we see the glacier and the beautiful nature behind, which is the point, which is this whole video performance is about.
You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no.
I'm on a rock.
You cannot eat money, oh no.
On a rock.
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no.
Get the coins.
I'm getting so much goosebumps from this video that it starts to be concerning. I love that Aurora is giving space to Jacob with her body, like literally projecting out an energy with her body. It reminds me of contact improvisational jams. I don't know if you've ever been to a contact improv jam, but in any kind of improvisation, where the energy just flows in a beautiful, natural ways, and you can observe through the movement of the bodies how it's growing and evolving and moving in waves. It is just fascinating and exciting to be a part of. Okay. That was such an intelligent and sensual way of playing with melodies. So we didn't even notice what You Cannot Eat Money turned into Somewhere on a Rock, and then it suddenly flowed back into the seed, that melody. And I could see that they enjoyed this quite a bit. Damn it, I was not ready for that. Woof. That was strong. Just give me a moment. Towards the end, I was thinking like, okay, now they are just having fun. It seemed like they are just playing around with melodies and notes and such. But this last cry, I bow in front of these masters and I urge you to sign the petition. I just want to listen to this again and hear. You know what I realized listening to this the second time? This was a very intentional build-up. It seemed like it's playful, and it was playful because both of them enjoyed doing this. Their intentions and emotions aligned. In the beginning, I was wondering if Jacob could put in some force into his voice, because I felt like this topic requires a kind of force, a help cry that needs to be conveyed, because this is an urgent matter. It's not something that we should ignore. It has to be done now. They just did it at the end, and all that softness, all those emotions that they built up in, carried with the flow together, resulting in this cry, and all the very short cuts of the deep sea mining, the fishing, and everything, the pain just comes through every single time you watch this. I'm really happy that they did this. It is the best way to show how much art means to this world and how important it is, as well as our oceans. Hello! Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. As I am doing this channel full-time from day one and I can't monetize reaction videos because of the copyrighted material, I put a super thanks button down below if you want to support this channel. You can also listen to my music all the time. It is available on all streaming platforms, but I will put a link down below for the YouTube. Also, I have other nice videos. Check them out. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, do you remember the Ren-inspired song I was working on several weeks ago? Well, I'm still working on it. It is a very humbling process. It will be done, and you will know when it's coming.